The impact of climate change has had a devastating effect on Bolivia's second largest lake, POOPO. Within the last decade, the water in the lake has slowly ebbed away. Now that it's completely dry, local wildlife has been wiped out and the fishing industry collapsed. Approximately $115 million are needed to save the lake, as our Bolivia correspondent Dimitri explains.
This is all that remains of Lake POOPO. Over the past 2 months, it's completely dried up. At an altitude of nearly 3,700 meters, the saltwater lake was once Bolivia's second largest body of water after Lake Titicaca. I'm standing in the middle of what used to be Lago POOPO, 84 kilometers long, 54 kilometers wide. Now it resembles nothing more than a hot, dry desert. The flamingos, wild ducks and fish that used to live here have long gone or died, and biologists fear the natural ecosystem will take years to recover to what it once was. Climate change is partly to blame. Rising temperatures have resulted in accelerated evaporation of the water 3 times faster than normal, according to scientists.
In the next few months, it is predicted that the El Niño phenomenon will make it a dry year, and consequently, this will affect the flora and fauna of the Lake POOPO.
The government has declared the area a disaster zone, as fishermen have abandoned the lake and may never return.
We have an obligation to get to work and act. In this context, we will always prioritize life and only later material things. So firstly, we are devising humanitarian aid for our brothers who are not able to survive to guarantee their subsistence.
Small villages like Untitled, that long depended on the lake for a living, have seen most of their young people flee in search of work elsewhere.
Here, the people in my community are suffering. So each family is looking for work to live and keep our children, to keep them study. We keep looking.
Locals fear POOPO will never recover its water because of rising temperatures. With the region continuing to struggle with drought-like conditions, the future is not looking bright for this once thriving lake. Dimitri, teleSUR, Lake POOPO, Bolivia.